It is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him.
Amen.
Now there's a story of a very famous tightrope walker who decided that in order to test his ability, he wanted to tie a rope between the two parts of Niagara Falls. Anybody ever heard of Niagara Falls? Anybody ever seen pictures of Niagara Falls? I would know it is between North America and Canada.
Yes.
It's huge. Right. And he decided and gathered a whole crowd and he was there and he walked over this road. And when he got to the other side, everybody was cheering, everybody was happy, they were excited. And so he asked the question, who here believes that I could go across the rope again with a wheelbarrow? With somebody in the wheelbarrow. And everybody was excited, they all cheered, yay! Because he just made it across. So then he asked, who wants to be the passenger in the wheelbarrow? Crickets. Nobody, there was no cheering anymore. So here, the crowd had been faced with a vital difference between believing and trusting. They believed that he could cross because they saw him, but they trust that they could put their lives in his hands. That was a totally different story. According to a 2015 study by the published in Washington Post survey, young persons are less trusting than ever. We don't trust in government, we don't trust our peers, sometimes we don't even trust our parents, we don't trust our teachers, we don't trust the police. We have serious trust issues. And why is that? There's a feeling that the safety net is gone. All around us you have murders. You have terrifying incidents where young ladies get in taxis and they never make it back home. Persons in their homes sleeping and someone breaking and shoot them. You can't go to the bank, you have to be watching around only. You're uneasy. And so it develops a level of distrust in us. Now, while it may develop a level of distrust in our fellow human being, it must never get to the point where we no longer trust God.
Amen.
Because here's the thing. In order for us to trust and fully trust someone, we have to have a relationship with them.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Trust brings faith. Faith brings hope. Hope is dependent on a relationship.
Amen.
And you see, if we have a relationship with God, then it's easy for us to trust that when He says, I go to prepare a place for you, and I will come again, it's easy for us to believe it.
Amen.
Because we have a relationship with Him.
Amen.
When we trust Him and we have a relationship with Him, it's easy for us to believe that when my paycheck may be this small and my monthly bills might be this big, it's easy for us to trust that He will provide.
Yes.
Because we have a relationship with Him.
Yes.
When we have a relationship with Him, it's easy for us to say, Lord, I put my life in your hands and go about our daily business, because we know that God said that I did not give you a spirit of faith.
Amen.
So we trust that He will protect us. We trust that our life is in His hands because we daily try to build a relationship with Him. So how do we build that relationship? You see, it's one thing for us to come to church and listen to a sermon. It's one thing for us to listen to a song and lift our hands in the air and sing and praise. It's a whole other story. It's one thing when we listen to somebody else's testimony. When we read about the Bible or we read about good things that God did for other persons. It's a totally different story when we experience the God of the Bible for ourselves.
Praise the Lord.
Because with that experience comes a totally different relationship than just hearing about Him.
Amen.
You see, people can hear about your father, your mother, your husband, your wife, but you're the one who really knows them. And it's have certain things that they will tell you about your spouse or your sibling, and you look at them and say, nah. to sound like him. And we live in a world where people are constantly fighting against Christians. We are so hated for believing in an invisible God. You know, where is your God? Why don't you come and strike me down right now? You know, when people are constantly disputing and arguing over the Bible, and if God is so good, then why so many murders? If God is so good, then why are bad things happening to people? And these are genuine questions. But when we get to know God, we understand that He created man and woman with free will. And that we understand that there's a devil that is roaming this earth, and he's like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And you see, when we build a relationship with God and we love Him so much, we will be like Joseph, that when temptation comes, we will say, how can I do this grave sin? This grave thing, this wicked thing, and sin against my God.
Amen. Amen.
When we have a relationship with God, we will trust like Job and say, I came with this earth with nothing, and I leave with nothing. And we believe that the cattle upon 1,000 hills is gone. So even if we were to lose our life, we will gain it in Christ.
Amen.
Yes.
So even if we were to lose everything, our hope is built in the Lord.
Amen.
Even though we look all around and all we see is death, destruction, corruption, sadness, pain, and sorrow, we know that the day is coming when the grave and death will be no more.
Hallelujah.
We know that the day is coming when all our tears will be wiped away.
Oh, yes.
We know that the day is coming when God will embrace us and say, well done.
Amen.
Amen.
Well done, my good and faithful servant. So my question to you tonight, how is your relationship with God? Is it to the point where you can fully trust that today, tomorrow, something unexpected happens, that I know where I stand? That I know when I will be resurrected in the first or the second resurrection? Is our relationships with God so tight-knit that if somebody comes and puts some kind of folly in our mind, we say, that don't sound like my God. My God will never do that. And is it so solid that when Satan tries to tempt us and tries to take our eyes off of God, we will say, I know what God has done for me.
Amen.
I know what God's embrace feels like. I know what it's like to be comforted by Him. Is it strong enough to, and not only to say that, but also to encourage somebody else? And to show other persons the love that you receive from Christ. Because it's one thing to talk about trust. And sometimes we just like those people on the other side of the Niagara River. I mean the Niagara Falls, sorry. We all excited because we see the tightrope walker, but put your life in my hand. Do we trust Him enough when we are going left and He says we need to go right? Do we trust Him enough to say, okay, Lord, because you said so, I will go right?
All right, all right.
Do we trust Him enough to walk away from the relationship that we know is hurting us? And trust that He has something better in store?
Good question.
Do we trust Him enough to leave the job that is not pleasing Him because the salary nice? Do we trust Him enough to leave it and let Him leave?
Come on now,
and
come
take
on.
us to where we will not only take care of us, but we will also glorify Him in what we do.
Oh, yes.
Amen.
Do we trust Him enough to lay down our lives for Him? Do we trust Him enough to walk away from comfortable situations? To leave our comfort zones? To leave the things that make us happy? The things that excites us? To leave the lust of the world behind and hold on to Jesus? Do we trust Him enough? It depends on our relationship with Him.
Amen. Amen.
So I invite you tonight, question yourself, how is my relationship with God? And if your desires, and if your wants, and if your needs, and if the things that you possess mean more to you than the God who gave them to you in the first place, then you have a problem. We have a problem. So I want you to search yourself tonight and see where you are with the Lord. Where do I stand with God? Do I trust Him? Because we can talk trust, but trust, when we talk about love as a verb, right? And we don't just say trust, we live it. People know that we trust God based on how we live, based on how we relate to others. You see, we can't be as Christians saying that we trust God, but we always complaining. And we always whining. And we always frustrated and we always stressed out because we don't know where the money come and we don't know where we go in and we don't know and we don't know and we don't know. That is not trust. And how are we any different from the world? Because they don't know God. They don't trust God. So leave them to come here. We are the ones who are supposed to set the example. And say, and because I know God, because I have a relationship with Him, and because I trust Him, I will not worry. I will not fail. I will have no concern. I will put my trust in Him and I will allow Him to take the lead and watch Him work in my life. So is that our desire this evening?
Yes, it
To
is.
let God lead.
Yes.
To fully trust Him. To put our lives in His hand. Who wants to be the passenger in God's wheelbarrow? Do we want to be the passenger in God's wheelbarrow? Sometimes it might not be the pathway might not be precarious. Sometimes when we see dangerous, sometimes we can't see 2 feet in front of us. But we have to trust God.
Oh, yes.
Because He's been there before. And now He's coming to take us and we have to trust Him. Sometimes we depend on ourselves too much. We depend on our knowledge too much. We depend on our own experiences too much. And we forget that God is God of tomorrow. I've already been there. I know where you're going, so will you trust me to lead you? Amen?
Amen.
So as we bring the bereaved family in this tonight, yes, we are hurting. Yes, this is a time of sorrow and pain. But I want to believe and I want to invite you to trust and believe that God knows what's best.
Amen.
And trust and believe that He will comfort you. He will console you. That yes, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And we have a hope to look forward to. We have something, we have resurrection morning to look forward to.
Amen.
We have that joy that passes all understanding to look forward
Praise
to.
God.
We have that new earth where there will be no death, no dying, no suffering, no pain, no sicknesses. We have that to look forward to. So I pray that tonight that is your hope. And I pray that for the rest of us, we have all experienced that in some way or another. We have all experienced that is the one constant in life. That is the one thing that we can never get used to. So we know it's coming, but somehow it still catches us unprepared. But I hope that the bereaved family know that you have persons here who love you, who are here to support you, who are praying for you, and don't just stop praying after your funeral. Keep checking, keep praying, keep reaching out, keep offering that level of comfort. Let them know that you are here for them, and that the funeral is not the end. Where you come to the funeral and then you go away. No, because we need that support and we need that comfort in this dark time. So that is my prayer for us tonight. That is my encouragement for us tonight. I hope that we learn to rely and trust in God, even when things seem dark and even when things seem bleak. Amen?
Amen.
Praise God. Praise God.